New York Central Park. Athena, it's starting to sound like it's going to feel like Groundhog Day for millions of people in the city. It really is. I mean, is it really a heat wave if it goes on forever and ever? We're here in Central Park at a playground with sprinklers, which is a prime location to try to beat the heat. And we're talking about dangerous levels of heat across much of the country. More than 80% of the U.S. population is going to see high temperatures above 90 degrees for several days. Now, we've been talking about the heat in the south and in the west. Well, now the heat wave we're talking about is mainly putting here in the northeast. There are heat advisories up and down the I-95 corridor. We're talking about Philadelphia, here in New York City, Boston. Boston's mayor, Michelle Wu, is carrying a heat emergency there. Of course, the concern is about the heat index. That's a combination of how it feels with the heat and the humidity, and that can reach near 100 degrees. So, of course, this is very, very dangerous. Remember, we're in the state of New York. It's already a concrete jungle. It's traffic. It's saying stay inside your tank with plenty of water and just be careful. Okay. It's good to see you. Athena, thanks for being out there for us. So, how much work is it going to get before there's spring? Athena's meteorologist Chad Myers is tracking the forecast for all of us. Chad, what is the timing for this heat now? When's the break coming?
Well, it depends on where you are. Dallas, the hottest day for the rest of the week is today. Phoenix, we're going to be hot for a long time. Vegas, the same story. But today we start to ramp up into New York, where temperatures are still going to go up for the next couple of days. We had a lot of weather. Wichita Falls, Texas, without the heat index, was 115 degrees. Now that just gives you some record. It was 120 in Death Valley. They only missed Death Valley by 5 degrees here in parts of Texas. And every little white dot you see here, 4 records will be broken this week. The core right now is over Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas. That's where the bases will be somewhere around 115. Farther to the north, as Athena was just saying, about 100 in the big cities. And we're going to have to watch the power there. And then DC, you can get warmer than that by the weekend, 100, but your high should only be really in the 80s. Here's Dallas, Texas, 108, down into the 100s, but still above 100. It's something we haven't really focused on here with this still with Dallas. There has not been measurable rain in Dallas, Texas since June 2nd.
You guys.
I'm just looking at that stat. There is, it is scorched. Thank you very much for tracking the So to Texas, today will mark 40 days of temperatures above 100 degrees in Austin, Texas. Already this summer, that's more than they average in an entire year. And there is no end in sight for dangerous temperatures to keep us Chad was just laying out, especially in Texas. Let's go there. Joining me right now is Austin's Mayor, Steve Adler. Mayor, it's good to see you. Where is your biggest concern right
now? It's hot. And it's hot for an extended period of time. You mentioned it. This is our 40th day in a row with temperatures over 100 degrees. You know, summers can be hot in Texas, but this is unlike anything that I see. We had temperatures up to 109 degrees. So right now we're just trying to protect people. We've set up cooling stations in the city. We're working with partners in the city just to keep people cool, and especially the vulnerable people, the folks that are on our streets, just to provide relief. We're asking people to conserve power so that the systems continue to operate. The state energy grid has asked people to conserve power. We're asking everybody to do that so that we can get through this together.
Absolutely. I mean, it's, you mentioned it, as everyone knows. I mean, Texas, it can get hot in Texas. But how much pressure is this putting on the city's infrastructure?
It's putting a huge amount of pressure on our systems. Certainly, Austin has its own power company. We serve about 500,000 people. The state grid here serves about 26 million people. And we have to keep that grid up and operating. I wish that we were better weatherized as a state. So far, we're continuing to hold. There is a concern when we're hearing our state officials asking us to conserve, but that's something that we need to do. But it's not just the power infrastructure; it's the infrastructure just to help people stay cool. We're using our libraries as cooling stations. We're just trying to provide relief for people that might not be able to readily find it. This is dangerous conditions. People could die, as we've seen in other cities around the country, in this kind of heat. So we're trying to bring down the heat.
You know, talking to an emergency management official from Dallas just yesterday, who said that if this becomes a norm, this frequent extreme heat, they need to start making real changes to how they plan and prepare. What do these effects from climate change mean for Austin, and how do you prepare? This is
Well, we're going to have to change things. We're going to need greater number of resilience hubs in our city, greater space for people to be able to go. But we're going to have to better park our houses and